Elizabeth Holmes and Heidi Gardner can be connected to my biological family because of their looks. Elizabeth Holmes has the height of the sister to my grandmother on my father's side. Heidi Gardner is assumed to be a twin height above the brother of my grandmother on my father's side. Elizabeth Holmes has the same last name as Katie Holmes with the actual name Kate Holmes. And together their front names becomes Kate Elizabeth, which is the name of my biological mother. Heidi Gardner has the same last name as Jennifer Gardner, and Jennifer Aniston and Heidi Klum is assumed to be my biological aunts on my biological mother's side. Heidi Klum kind of has the look from my biological grandmother, while her height indicates that she might have a twin, and she is 2 centimeters below the height of Elvis Presley, which is probably her father. Jennifer Aniston share the same father as my biological mother. Therefore, Heidi Klum and Jennifer Aniston is probably siblings. So that kind of connects the front name of Heidi Gardner and Jennifer Gardner together. So my biological mom, Kate Elizabeth, Heidi Klum, and Jennifer Aniston is probably siblings. And that kind of connects Elizabeth Holmes, Kate Holmes, Heidi Gardner, and Jennifer Gardner together. There is a twin height between Katie Holmes and Jennifer Gardner. There is also a twin height between Heidi Gardner and Jennifer Gardner, while Heidi Gardner and Katie Holmes has the exact same height. So Elizabeth Holmes is connected to Heidi Gardner because of appearance, while Katie Holmes, Heidi Gardner, and Jennifer Gardner can be connected together because of their height. Katie Holmes, Heidi Gardner, and Jennifer Garner all have very visible cheekbones. Katie Holmes and Heidi Gardner has the same hair color. And maybe Katie Holmes and Jennifer Garner looks a bit similar. So since you can connect two of them together because of their last name, and all of them together because of their genetics, I have some thoughts about that. I think that the mother of Elizabeth Holmes and Katie Holmes might be sisters, and that their brothers are the father of Heidi Gardner and Jennifer Gardner, while the father of Elizabeth Holmes might be the brother of the father to Katie Holmes, and they might be the brothers to the mother of Heidi Gardner and Jennifer Gardner. Even though it is enough with brothers, sisters, other brothers for the genetics and last names to be connected together. If we assume that they follow name traditions where they take their last name from their father, and where we assume that that father is their biological father. And yes, you can look like, have the genetics or the same last name as your third cousin. But the likelihood of that radically decreases as you move farther out in the family tree, because I do not even look like any of my known siblings. There is a 50% chance of having the same last names as your siblings. There is a 25% chance of having the same last names as your cousins. And there is a 12.5% chance of having the same last name as your third cousins. However, people might prioritize certain last names and for that reason skip name traditions, so that that last name which they prioritize is going to continue on to the next generation. However, you cannot prioritize the likelihood of the genetics being transferred to the next generation, and having the same genetics as your third cousins is a 12.5% likelihood. Therefore, I think that Elizabeth Holmes, Katie Holmes, Heidi Gardner, and Jennifer Garner are connected through the siblings of their biological parents. Even though there is a little difference in the last name of Heidi Gardner and Jennifer Garner, that does not seem to have any practical meanings based on the explanation given in this video.